Do you think Ahsoka is going to be any good?
So for me, I feel nothing watching that trailer, and I feel nothing mainly because I'm sick of seeing Ahsoka. Like I don't have the affinity for Ahsoka as everyone else does.
Right.
You know, they've seen her in Clone Wars or whatever it is. I don't know. I just see her being inserted into everything. So I'm like, fuck off. Like I don't care. Go away. Not interested in this person. So
Mhm.
the thing is, right? It's got all the elements of a good show, right? Like the cinematography's good, and like it all looks like it could be really good, but it all also feels very empty and hollow, and that's what I feel for Star Wars in general these days. I mean, Nick,
Agreed.
you're a Star Wars aficionado. What do you think? And we got culture here as well now.
Right.
Ahsoka, I think it's the best looking upcoming Disney project. And I think it'll probably be possibly the most least offensive. Like if they screw it up, it's not gonna probably make people like freaking riot over it. But out of all the projects, I got probably the most hope for the Ahsoka one. But
Wow.
but the fact that they, if they're moving to this heir to the Empire thing, and they're basically replacing Luke, Leia, Han with all the Rebels characters and that sort of thing, then yeah, it's people are going to be infuriated, and yeah, I'll probably be one of those people. So I don't know. Well, I'm just waiting for it to come out. I am looking forward to actually reviewing it because whether it's good or bad, I'm gonna have fun with my reviews on it. Either I'm gonna be super excited for the episodes, or it's gonna be so bad I'm gonna have fun freaking trashing all over it.
When does it release?
August. I think
August.
I think it's the 14th.
What is it, like a Wednesday release, like all the others, or have they not said yet?
Nick, I'd love to know your favorite Disney Star
August
Wars
31st.
series.
First two seasons of Mandalorian
Okay.
are, and the thing is, I had issues with a lot of those episodes as well. But overall, I thought the show was pretty decent. I liked it for the most part, even though I did have issues with a lot of the different episodes. Absolutely loved the Luke return in the end of season 2.
That's when it should
Absolutely
have
loved
ended.
it. Yeah. And the thing is, after that dropped, I when we were viewing it for our channel, I literally said this feels more like a series finale more than a season finale. And if they would have just ended there, and because I'll never watch season 3 of Mandalorian ever again, it was total crap. And
I tapped out with Lizzo. That was it.
And the thing is, Book of Boba Fett too kind of ruined that
God, that was awful.
last scene in Mando season 2. So for me, out of the Disney Star Wars, the only ones that are canon in my book is Rogue One in the 2 seasons of Mando.
You mean Andor?
No, Rogue One, the movie. And then the first 2 seasons of Mando.
Did you watch Andor? Did you like that?
I watched Andor.
I liked Andor.
And
I'll be the Andor defender here. I liked Andor.
And
it was good.
I didn't hate Andor. It just didn't feel like Star Wars to me. It felt too serious.
That's what I liked. That's why I liked it.
It felt like Star Wars. Like it was missing the fun fantasy element, of Star Wars. The lightheartedness.
No, I get that, but I don't think they all need to be that way, right? I think they could have explored maybe a horror aspect of Star Wars. They could have had like a mystery crime sort of solve this mystery type thing. I think they could have branched out a little bit, and they've really sort of kept. It's almost like every series they do makes the universe seem smaller and smaller and smaller. Oh, there's 3PO over there. I guess it's not a huge galaxy,
right?
I don't know. Now I think as far as Ahsoka goes, it's Dave Filoni's baby, and I think he'll probably do his best. But I'm like Nate. I have no attachment to the character. I will say that I did enjoy the Rebels animated series a
Rebels
lot.
was
I
good.
thought that was really well done.
Yeah.
And she was in that a couple of times, but I have no attachment to the character. I couldn't care less. I like Rosario Dawson, okay, but it'll be fine, I'm sure.
And the thing is, Coach has said this several times on our channel is Dave Filoni's head is on the chopping block with this Ahsoka show because this is his show. Like he had parts and played roles in the first 3 seasons of Mando and all that, and some Bad Batch and a lot of these other shows. This is his sole show right here, this Ahsoka show. And you know, he's got that nickname, you know, phony baloney and all that. So a lot of people are not big fans of his. So if he screws this up, man, dunzos for him.
Do you think he goes to sleep with that cowboy hat on?
Probably.
Yeah,
probably. Yeah, I can imagine that.
Hey, Culture, good to meet you. Glad you're here.
Yeah, on screen, we're in a couple groups together, but yeah, I've always appreciated your work, and I want to say this.
Yeah, we are. That's great. Yeah.
Filoni is probably goes to bed with a hat, but he also probably goes to bed with a full-size love doll of Ahsoka.
That's what I would say.
There is nothing good with Disney Star Wars. I can't agree on Rogue One. I always think that's fool's gold when it comes to that. Plus, the story doesn't line up the way it's supposed to. I was bitterly disappointed with everything Disney did across the board. That first Force Awakens film, again, another part fool's gold because it got you for a couple of days.
Yeah,
and your brain started to spin, and then you're like, wait a minute, not only does this feel familiar, this is A New Hope all over again, done in a far inferior way, pushing forward a female character, she's just good at everything right away. And there was too much Mary Sue, there was too much, and again, I mean, we'd already started to see that creep into other areas of filmmaking and entertainment. So it wasn't like but it did take me a minute. And then by the time we made it to the second film, I was done. But look, Rogue One, a lot of people give that a lot of praise. I can't agree. Solo was hysterically bad.
Well, listen, there is a fan edit called Rogue One, The Battle of Scarif. It's like 50 minutes long.
Really?
And it's basically just that main battle. And anytime I kind of want to go back to Rogue One, I just watch that. The Battle of Scarif. It's pretty good. That's the second time I'm mentioning fan edits, but it's good.
And that's
because there was enough in there that you go, okay, this is kind of neat.
And that's
I love the ending of that.
That's where we're at, right, Chris? I mean, we're at this point where the fans do a better version of what the studios put out, like with very minimal effort. They even can connect things together better in a quality edit, and it's very disappointing. But regardless, returning to the Ahsoka, which is the comments we're supposed to be making right now. I don't have faith in this. I haven't had faith in it since they introduced Ahsoka in, the Mando show, and it's not because Rosario Dawson is doing a poor job portraying the character, because she's great. It's not even because they got the aesthetic wrong, which they sort of did, but it's that tonally, this is the culmination of every wet dream that Filoni's ever had. And none of them have been particularly satisfying for the audience. So I think that he's going to be overly indulgent. I think it's going to plod along. I think this is going to be so Mary Sue and over the top that it, much like the third season of Mando, half the audience is going to check out about halfway through. You think I'm wrong?
No. I would agree.